Who is the real Kevin Heiken?
Learn about a unique athlete.
These stories and more today on the Spartan View.
Good morning, Mountain View. It's Wednesday, February 27th. I'm Anastasia.
And I'm Vanessa Cruz. We hope you had a relaxing homework-free winter break.
As we ease right back into school, Ambassadors is midway through our first ever Mental Health Awareness Week.
Today at lunch, they'll be hosting a student panel on how to help a friend.
For our first segment today, our correspondent Nick, without a K, brings you inside the life of one of our teachers. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm Nick from the Spartan View, and today I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Heiken. Mr. Heiken, I like your hat today.
I like your hat today, Nick.
So, Mr. Heiken, where were you born?
I was born in San Diego, California, in Southern California.
And where did you go to college?
I went to UC Berkeley for undergraduate and then Stanford for graduate school. Would you like some more LaCroix, Nick?
So, what were you like as a high school student?
As a high school student, I was a little bit all over the place. I tried hard in school, I studied hard in school, I had a lot of friends that tried hard in school and studied hard in school, and a lot of friends that did not try or study too hard in school, so I was a little bit all over the place.
What are some of your side interests?
Outside of school, I really enjoy hiking. I used to be a big surfer in my younger years, but I had a knee injury that kind of cut back a little bit on that. But generally just being out in nature. I'm a big fan of the ocean, and a big fan of being outside. What
would be one piece of advice you would give to high school students in your class?
If there's one piece of advice that I would give, it's just to know that success is not a straight line. I think oftentimes, especially, at Mountain View, a lot of students really want to have their future figured out, what college they're going to, what their major's going to be, and this idea of kind of just taking step upon step upon step to success. But I think, if my story is anything to relate to, I dropped out of a graduate program. What I'm doing right now is not even close to what I thought I'd be doing when I was in college, and I think it's been a good road. So I think kind of understanding that sometimes success is not a straight line, it's more of a squiggle. Sometimes you're going all over the place before you find out what your real path is, and that's okay.
So guys, the interview is over, but the LaCroix is still flowing. This has been an interview with Mr. Kevin Heiken, and we will see you next time on the Spartan View.
That's really great advice. I know there could be a lot of pressure on Mountain View students to follow a certain path.
Well, this next feature shows a student who certainly doesn't. Alex Beatty, that's me, caught up with a world-class fencer, Anastasia Yankovskiy, to learn about her extraordinary passion.
I'm Anastasia Yankovskiy. I'm a foil fencer from Silicon Valley Fencing Center, and I've been fencing for 7 years. I fence anywhere from 5 to 6 times a week. I have 2 or 3 private lessons with my coach, which last about 40 minutes, mostly working on technique and anything specific he wants to teach me. That doesn't include the 20-minute warm-up that I have, and then a couple minutes of just cool down after. And usually during the weekdays I have roughly from 2.5 to 3 hours of group training. The different styles of fencing are foil, saber, and épée. Foil is where the torso is the only target. Saber is where you have your sword, you just whack people from the hips up, and then épée is full body target area. I started fencing in, I think when I was 9 years old, so roughly almost 7 years ago. And my mom used to fence when she was in the Soviet Union, and so I was kicked out of ballet school, so she thought that fencing would be a much better idea. I think one of the best parts of fencing is the fact that there are so many people. I have friends from different countries, different states especially, and I get to see them, every month or so. I have many role models in fencing, one of which, my coach, Maxime Petrov. He's been fencing for much longer than I have been alive. He's from Ukraine, the former national coach of Indonesia, and I've been training with him for almost 5 years now. My coach's favorite way to torture me is to make me do squats until I start crying, and then he laughs at my pain. Well, if someone wanted to do recreational fencing, I would definitely recommend Stanford Cardinals. From what I hear, my coach's wife works there, I think, and I hear that they're more open to kind of people that are in their teenage years.
Wow, that's really cool. Fencing sounds like an awesome sport.
Well, that's it for today, Mountain View. We'll see you next time on
The Spartan View.